Hi everybody, welcome. I'm Margaret. If you like, subscribe, put your thumbs up and share if you want. This is going on my two channels, Missing People, Psychic Readings, Card Readings. It's going to go on my Facebook and Instagram. This is pretty much called Equal Opportunity Why. The reason I'm doing this is I got two things sent to me. I did a reading for these two boys from BTS. It's a boys band group, and someone asked if these two boys are in a relationship. I got a lot of negativities from it. Yeah, people's thoughts about it. Yeah. Then I got a thing on Missing People about a young child who was 2 years old. Sound like I got it wrong. And most of them were good. The most of them said you got it wrong, right? That's fine. But one person said you F and B, you got it wrong, and this is why. Now I have an issue with that kind of attitude because that's just downpulling. I don't care who you are, it's downpulling. Yeah. I don't care if you're from the media or from overseas, whatever. It's downpulling. And I'm not upset by it, but it made me think about this, okay? Imagine if you were white and everyone around you put you down because you were white. Imagine if you was from Australia, people put you down. Imagine if you have a disability, people put you down. Imagine if you're male, people put you down. Imagine if you have blonde hair and people put you down. Yeah. So this is pretty much whatever you can think of, and a person put that person down because who they are, this is for that. Okay. So it doesn't matter who you are, okay? And there's certain things out there I want to share with you, and it makes me think about why is this different to this, okay? And this is why it's called equal opportunity. Why? Let's look at the two boys. Are they in a relationship or not? Sounds like they're not. I have to admit. I don't really care. I don't care if they're males or they're females, one is a female or male. I really don't care. I have to admit, I only did it because someone asked me to do it, a reading on them, and I had no other person to do a reading on. That's pretty much why I did it, right? But a lot of people ask, why are we talking about this relationship? Does it really matter, right? I have to admit, it doesn't really matter, but like I just said, I just did it because something I can do, right? But another thing, the thing I have an issue with this is we in Australia, I don't know if it's the same in America, in Britain, whatever, but here in Australia for about a year and a half, 2 years, we've been talking about the royal family in the media. Papers, magazine, news. The other day I turned on the TV and I think it was Harry. He's married to this young lady. She's meant to be dark skinned, so I don't see her as a dark skinned lady, but yeah, we don't have an issue with that. Same thing with, I don't know what one of them are, but one of them have an issue with their partner in the royal family. There's magazines out there galore talking about this. People are watching this. People are listening to things. People with this. There's a thing about it on Oprah about it with I don't know if it's the Queen or the father, Prince Charles, but Harry or Williams having issues for moving country to country, and I don't know if it was the father or Harry or Williams say no to their money, right? But we're happy to hear this, right? We are happy to hear it. I'm telling you, magazines would have made millions out of this, right? Same with TV, okay? They would have made millions out of that. Yeah. People would be listening to it, watching it. I hate to know how they're probably up there in ratings, right, with this. But here I am talking about two boys, maybe not in a relationship, and people have issues with it. What's the difference? Is it because I'm not part of the media? I don't work for Suncross? Or is it because I'm psychic? Or is it because I'm a female? I have black hair? Or I have dyslexia? What is it? What's the difference about these two boys and the Bell family? Yeah. If I want to talk to you about my relationship, would you want to hear it? What's the difference, okay? That's what I'm trying to get there, and this is why I call it equal opportunity. Why? Okay, that's what I'm trying to say to you. Everyone wants to know about the royal family, but we don't want to talk about two boys maybe in love. Yeah? And we have this, I think it's, no, it wasn't Steve Irwin. Yeah, I think it's Steve Irwin who just passed away, got bitten by a shark, I think it was. He works with sharks. He used to work with sharks. His daughter just got married and had a baby. That's gone wide across the media right now. It's probably the same in America. Some Americans like this guy. But everyone wants to hear about it. What's the difference between her and her partner to these two boys? Her father was famous, yeah, but, you know, and she was on, I think it was Dancing with the Stars, could be wrong there, but it was one of them two things. So it really makes me think, right? And the same with this thing with the boy, this young girl who went missing, and she said, this person said, you effing B, you got it wrong. And she would, this, I wouldn't say she, because it could be a he, put me down, okay? Why are you putting me down like that? And the reason I'm putting this one in, because think about it, everything I got right, and there's a whole heap of stuff I got right. Yes, I do get things wrong, and I'll be the first one to say I do get things wrong. I'm not perfect, but you're not focused on the positive side of things. And I think it's important that you should focus on the positive side of it. Like, and if I got this wrong, and sounds like I did get it wrong, but I gave that information, it wasn't psychic, and that probably helped with the case, okay? Like, what happened to this person, how this person, where they went missing from, that kind of stuff are important stuff, okay? And I find that really interesting. No one focus on the positive side. Like, there's two readings since I got 100% right. No one's focusing on that, and I don't get it. And as like I said in my last bit, if you were someone to say, it wouldn't be funny if this what happened and you got it right. You want everyone to hear about it, wouldn't you? I mean, I don't want everyone to hear about it that I'm right or wrong, but you want them to focus on the positive side of it. So why can't we just focus on the positive side of it? Like the two boys. If they were in a relationship, we should be happy with it. I mean, we should be happy for them. This is my theory. We shouldn't think about the negative side of it. They're not hurting anyone. Yeah, I mean, they have the same rights of everyone else. So we shouldn't focus on the negative side of it if they were in a relationship, okay? Okay, that's one thing. The other thing I'm going to put out there with this young lady, Gretel Horn, I think that's how you say. So I do have dyslexia. But she talked about environment. She was 16 when she started, and I think she's from Britain, and she has Asperger's, depression, and this thing called really, people call it multiple disabilities, so there's 3 different disabilities. Sky News, a group in that Sky News channel, it's connected to 10 Hearings Way, putting her down, yada, yada, yada. Part of it, yes, I do get it. She's copying off some people, and some of it is negative, yeah? But a lot of it, she really believes in it. She believes in it to a point where she won the award. I think she got $1 million, and she gave it to the people who's working at the front, she calls it. So I'll give her credit for that. I mean, she didn't keep any of that money. She gave it to the people who are working in that area. Okay, so, and that's how much she believes in it, right? Like I said, not the Sky News in Australia, put her down. And I was wondering, is it because she's on media? I mean, she's a young 16-year-old, she's a female. Is it because she has a disability? Whatever. And I find that really hard, because then you have the panel here in Australia who going, yeah, go for it, Greta, kind of thing, right? And that's good, because they're probably thinking of the positive side of it. But that's okay. It's not okay, but this leads into the COVID-19. COVID-19, and I know half of you is going to say, you're full of shit, Margaret. That's okay. But none of it's true. I'm telling you, none of it's true. If you think about what's going around when the COVID starts, and what's going around when people are talking about certain things, you will pick it up. And I'm going to do a whole heap of things on COVID-19 in the next month or a couple of weeks on COVID-19. So it's going to be facts in here, okay, why I don't believe it and why I don't believe it. But people believe in it. Is it because it's related to the media? And the media is always right. Yeah. That's where I'm going to leave it. So, because there's a whole heap of stuff related to COVID, I won't get into it. But people believe in COVID. They believe people are going to die. People are wearing masks because they're worried about catching this COVID thing. People are double masks in a place they can wear. They have a mask and they have shield over their face. They're really worried about it. They have people going out shopping for things they don't need related to COVID. Because it's all in media. We believe in the media, but we don't believe in a young 16-year-old from Britain who has multiple disabilities believing climate changes. What's the difference? You know, what's the difference from a 16-year-old to a this guy's 60-year-old who does believe in Greta, but they're talking about COVID where it's a lot of crap. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah. So this is why it's called opportunity. Why? I just don't get why we do what we do. I don't want reason why we talk about the positive side of things. Like Greta, perfect example. She so believed in this environment. She gave out $1 million that she won to the people who are working with environment awareness. That's how much she believes in it. And she is 16, and she believes in it so much, she taken Friday off her school to do this. That's, yes, it's in a negative thing that she's not going to school, but it's a positive thing that she believes in it so much, she's doing something about it, yeah? So to me, that's what we need to look at it. And with the psychic side, not just with me, but with other people. Look at the positive side, in a sense, how many things they got right, okay? And I'm assuming the same with other psychics. We're all not going to get 100% right all the time. So we really need to think about the positive side of things. If you've thought about the positive side of things would be more easier. We shouldn't think about if the person's right, if the person's from Australia, if the person's younger than me, if the person older than me, that kind of thing. The other perfect example is Australian owned, Australian bought. We all heard of this. This is the same in America. I heard Americans saying this too. The same with here in Australia. And I'm assuming it's from other countries too, where they say we should make Australian stuff and Australian should buy Australian stuff, not overseas stuff. Yeah, that's fine and dandy. It's fine. But next minute you see, well, I made these. Let's sell them overseas. Let's sell them in China. But we're not going to buy China's stuff because it's cheap. It's flusy. We're better than them. But we're not going to buy their stuff. But we expect them to buy our stuff. Double standard. To me, that sounds like double standard. If we expect them to buy from us, we should expect to buy from them. Okay, and this is where what I'm saying. We don't really think about what we're saying and doing. Because you don't believe in something, it's okay not to believe in it, but think about why you don't believe in it. Is it a big deal over it? Is it a big deal over a male going out with each other? Or a female and a female going out with each other? Or a black person with a white person? Or Australian person with a China person? Does it really matter? I mean, really think about it. Yeah, and that's where stuff like racism comes from. Black Lives Matters. Think about where that's coming from. That's all I've got to say. Think about where that's coming from. And where we hear things like Gretel or, you have multiple disabilities, so we're not going to believe you. I mean, that kind of stuff. Think of how that's coming around and where that's coming from. I do have issues with it. So I think we should treat each other as the same. People on Facebook, you know this. I know people on Facebook knows me in person, and you know me. I don't treat you any different to the person next to you. I don't treat you any different to the person down the street. All your sisters and brothers. I don't treat anyone different. If you're homeless, I'm going to treat you as same as the person next to me. If you're black, I'm going to treat you as the same as the person that's white. If you have blonde hair, I'm going to treat you as the same as the person as someone has black hair. I don't care. And what I'm trying to say to you guys, really think about when you hear something, where is it coming from? Why does this make me angry? Why do I have an issue over a girl called Margaret who has dyslexia, who is psychic? Why do I have an issue with this lady? Yeah, think about that. So this is where I'm going to leave it. I want you to think about this. And next time you watch me with a missing person or a psychic reading, if I get it wrong, feel free to say what you want, okay? But don't put me down. You might have a skill of your own. It doesn't mean that you're psychic. I mean, that you might be the best artist out there, okay? Or you might be the best person in car racing, whatever, okay? This is someone putting you down over that, okay? And don't think about it, okay? That's what I'm saying. Really think about what makes you upset over that person. Are you racist? Are you upset because this person might be white? Are you upset because this person's psychic and getting stuff right? Or I don't like this person's personality. Think about it. Next time you hear something or see something, think about why you're upset about that issue or that kind of culture or colour of that skin or where that person's coming from or their disability. Think about why you're upset about that, okay? That's where I'm going to leave it because I want you all to think about this. Like I said, I'm not upset, I'm not angry, but I want you to really think about it next time. When you put something out there related to me or another psychic or another person, think about why you're doing it, why you're upset with this, okay? sometimes it's more in what you think it is. It's more connected to you, not that person. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it. Like I said, subscribe if you want, thumbs up if you like, share it if you want. It's up to you. It's gonna go under the whole 4: Facebook, Instagram, and the 2 YouTube channels. Psychic readings, card readings, missing people psychic readings. It's gonna go on the whole 3. Missing people, you're probably wondering why I did this. I just want you to really think about that too, okay? For someone, I know other people had issue over dark rose, doing a reading on people from different cultures, different countries. I have issues with that too. I mean, everyone's the same. It doesn't matter where you're from. You should be able to do a reading on that person, if you want to. Yeah. It's different if you don't, but if you do, you should be able to have that choice. Okay. And that's why I'm putting this one out there, to really think about why do you have issues with these people. Okay. So like I said, subscribe if you want, thumbs up if you want, and share if you want. And I'll see you next time for another YouTube thing. So bye.